welcome everybody. LevelMDiecast, Diecast haul episode 70. Kicking it off today, we do have a whole slew of Hot Wheels. We've had some dedicated videos for pretty much everything else, so this is pretty much all Hot Wheels. Just a very interesting casting I picked up, Quad Rod. This is back from 2006 first editions. I'm not sure how much this casting actually got used, number 27 of 38. But I picked this up because it's a very interesting casting. It's different. It also has four wheels, but they're offset. So there is the casting itself. Looks kind of alright. It has a motorcycle wheel for the front right here, all the way down to the bottom of the base. And then it has a wheel here, and then it's got one axle here. It's a very interesting design. Looks very cool. Looks very unique. The little canopy piece here does not appear to open. Looks like that is fixed. But that's pretty cool looking. The red you see right here is all plastic. The majority of this casting is metal though. There's where the window piece is riveted. But it's kind of interesting. It does roll relatively flat. All the wheels roll. It's a very, very interesting looking casting. I just bought it just basically because it's very, very unique looking. And we like the weird, different stuff here at the channel. It's just kind of how we roll. Whoop. Dropping stuff all over the place. All right, next one we're going to take a look at 49 Drag Merc. This is the original version of the 49 Drag Merc. It's 2010 new models when it was a new casting. It says 49er on the side. Looks pretty cool. This is the one that had the fold-out wheelie bar in the back, which the most current version of this casting has been retooled to remove that. So there is our 49 Merc Drag. So the model itself is pretty much the same. It does have a clear window over the carburetor detail right there for the engine. Some exhaust coming out the sides. The base is actually pretty detailed up, which is pretty nice. There's some chrome bits on there as well, part of the interior. This little wing piece right here is also part of the interior. That was also retooled. Got your laundry out the back as well. And then of course this one does have a little pop thing here, so we just pop that up and then it just folds back and then it should snap into place, I believe. Yep, there we go. And then now you have a wheelie bar for your drag car, and of course then it still fits in the blister. This was actually a pretty smart idea, and it doesn't take only one extra piece, but realistically they could have retooled the interior to include that. Which looks pretty good. Just a little tab right there to hold it from being stuck on there. And of course you can just fold it right back underneath there. And then of course the car rolls perfectly fine without it if you don't want that wheelie bar up there. But that one's pretty cool. Just kind of nice to get an original version of a casting that has made its return. Alright, Salt Shaker, also 2010 brand new models. Another interesting casting. I have like one other version of this, so I picked this up. You know, most of these cars are just $1. Sometimes they're less than $1. So, you know, I know people always ask me, like, you buy an awful lot of Hot Wheels, but they're cheap. It's not like I'm spending $2 or $3 a piece for these, because that would never happen. But I only had one of these in the collection, so I wanted to pick up another one. It says Experimental 951. JMI Racing. Junimai Amazing. Maybe Junimai is the one that designed this. Who knows? But this looks pretty good. It's kind of a salt flat racer. It's kind of what it is. It looks pretty good. Two big old turbines on the side, little pizza cutter wheels in the front, little pizza cutter wheels in the back as well. Offset sizes. Just kind of an interesting casting. Like I said, I only had one of those in the collection, so just getting another one so that my one doesn't feel so lonely anymore. I got some motorcycles, not too many of them. Hammer Sled 20 of 38. This is the 2006 first edition. From back in the day. It's a very interesting motorcycle. It does come in a little tray, which is in the blister. We'll get this popped out of there. There we go. The motorcycle out of there. Get some plastic out of here. There we go. There is our Hammer Sled. It is pretty much all metal. It is all metal. The whole casting's metal. The red you see, and of course all the base is metal. It's a very interesting look. It does roll flat, which is okay. It's got a real big fat tire in the back, so it doesn't fall over either. It's kind of a cool looking bike. I'm not really sure how this would do in real life. You could drive straight on it, I guess. You could never turn with it, but uses a very, very small wheel there in the front. Nothing particular on the side. But it's okay. It's okay. We'll put it down there for right now. Definitely don't want to stick it up in a slot in the top here. All right, continuing to mark off the turbo flames. There's not too many. They didn't use this casting a ridiculous amount of times. This one from the Virtual Collection. In that particular series, 4-car series, little code right there. So, not that you would have won anything per se, but you could have got a 3D screensaver, which is something they'd never give away nowadays. But there's your turbo flame. It actually does say turbo flame on it. The whole body is plastic with a clear orange interior, some chrome engine pieces. It's a generic. It's just weird. But like I said, we collect a lot of 90s Hot Wheels. We like a lot of 90s Hot Wheels. That one is pretty good. I think that was originally either a 95 or a 96 first edition when it first debuted. All right, Toyota RSC. This casting has not been used very much. I do try to collect any versions of them that I find. Thrill Racers ICE version from 2011 with the ICE tires, ICE wheels. We'll get this out of there. So there is our Toyota RSC. I do like it with that off-road wheel. I think it looks pretty good. I think the orange window looks pretty good as well. This is actually a pretty decent version for being a little bit of a fantasy style. Quite a bit of print deco and stuff on the side. Nothing particularly fancy. It's the same details on the other side. Looks decent. Hood detail looks decent as well. 565 is the number. No rear prints on this. It's kind of a pearl blue, which is actually kind of a nice color on it. And then there is some base deets, just in case you want some base deets. It's quite a bit of detail for the base of this one for sure. As people continue to debate whether or not Hot Wheels has gotten cheap with their base details or not, I still beg to differ with that for sure. All right, a casting that I just recently started to collect, the Mad Manga. There's been a bunch of these. It'll be a very, very long road for me to get these. Hot Wheels City from this particular one, which is from 2012. So 13 years old already for this particular release. It's crazy this casting's been around for that long. Nothing particularly fancy on it, just blue with some pink and yellow details. Yellow interior. It's a cool casting. I was going to collect this a really, really long time ago, but never really got to it. So now I'm chasing them down. They used it for a lot of like series cars, a lot of 5-packs. So that one's going to be kind of a pain in the butt to chase down. All right, another casting that I decided to collect is the Monte Carlo concept car. The first edition came with red and dark red. Pretty dramatic. This one for the Snack Time series. For this particular release, this is an all-metal casting, which is pretty nice. Not something that we see nowadays, but Hot Wheels did a lot of this back then. It looks pretty good. This was the actual, what the Monte Carlo actually ended up turning out to look like. This is more of the stock car kind of version, but it was a concept and stuff. It didn't have all the ground effects kits and all the crazy side exhaust details on it, but that's basically what the Monte Carlo being aimed to be. So deluxe cookies on the side, nothing particularly fancy. It's a pretty boring version for sure, just with some lace wheels on there, but just the completion side of things, that's what we're working on. We do have another one here as well. This one from the Company Cars series. So this one is number 87. This one is from 2001 for, of course, Chevrolet, since it is a Chevrolet, the Chevy Monte Carlo. Get the little plastic piece out of there that protects it. Get that slid out, which is kind of nice. Keep the tempo from rubbing off. Details on the side. This one definitely looks better. Yellow and black two-tone looks pretty good. Just a little bit of red print for the Chevy logo. It's all right. It's all right. A little bit of hood print on there as well. No front or rear details, but it's decent. Get a little bit more casting detail in it with the lighter color. So you can see the details just a little bit, but nothing particularly fancy. Throw that there. And then one more version here. This is from the Virtual Collection. Again, you can win a 3D screensaver. This one from 1999. So I think it was a first edition in 98, I think. if I remember correctly. Could have been a first edition in 97. I'm pretty sure it's 98. Uses the double saw blades. That's what I call that wheel. I'm sure there's a specific wheel call out for that particular one, but I call it the double saw blades. This one doesn't look as good. I don't like this color. I do like the deco on the side. There's quite a bit of variations to where the black and gold is. If you were to put a bunch of these next to each other, they would all be different. But again, nothing particularly fancy, so to hit that guy up there. Working on the Monte Carlo mix. Dark Rider Series 2. This is the little ski, the Big Chill. Shockingly, I didn't have this one. I have like 30 different Big Chills. For some reason, I didn't have this one in black from the Dark Series 2. I do believe this one is 96 or 97. That's when this one is from. 95. It's probably 96. There is the Dietz. Looks pretty good. It's black chrome with some black chrome engine detail on there. Of course, these skis move. That was like a big deal. It even says on the package, "Ooh, the skis move." Little tiny wheels in the back. Nothing fancy with this one. A little bit of metallic black to the color, which is okay. It's nothing particularly fancy, but we'll throw him in there just cause. I got some more motorcycles here. Still chasing down a lot of motorcycles. I don't know what my thing is with motorcycles right now, but that's just kind of how it is. Hot Wheels Contour. This is the Flyby. This one is from 2021. So this one in black and green two-tone. It does have a moving feature to it, which is those center blades in there. They do rotate. It's a very interesting bike. It is not driven by the wheel. They don't move with the wheel. It just, you just put your finger in there and turn that if you want to. Nice details on the top. A little bit of print on there for the X-Racer style of clear green plastic. Big, huge wings off the back. That is metal. That's part of the metal casting. Some base details right here. Get that flipped around the right way. So kind of hard to read, but it's an interesting look. It's an interesting bike. I don't know what my thing is about the motorcycles right now. It's probably a waste of money, but I figure at $1 a piece, it's really not that big a deal. You know, everybody will like motorcycles at some point. All right, our Canyon Carver Hot Wheels Racing 2010. This one is actually a pretty cool, you know, kind of ultra customized crotch rocket for the most part. Kind of a slimmed down, streamlined motorcycle, which looks pretty good. It's pretty much all metal, except for, of course, the little window piece right there, which is plastic. Prints on the side look pretty good. It says Canyon Carver, big, thicker wheel in the back. Most motorcycles that Hot Wheels have done has had a thicker motorcycle wheel in the back, mainly just for the sake of being able to stand up, because there's no kickstands or anything on it. And then also for the same year, this was a recolor. This one you could also win Keys to Speed Instant Win Game. And then there was a code in the back that you could have won something. So you would have just opened this little deal here. A little piece of paper. And there's a code. There's the code. Put the code in and you could win something crazy. Also, you got virtual race cars and stuff. This was kind of like NFT-ish a little bit back in the day. But this is just a recolor of the exact same one, just in a copper color instead of course, white and red. It's copper and orange, which looks a little bit better. Looks a little bit better, I think, than the other one. So we'll stick him right there. We're kind of burying the Mad Manga, but that's okay. All right, another first edition, model 1998 first edition Express Lane. Of course, we like weird stuff here at the channel, so I'm going to pick up a shopping cart with a giant motor in it with a big blower, because why not? So, pop this out. There we go. The cardboard tore up. Get this guy out of there. There is our Express Lane. The red part you see there is plastic. The rest of this entire casting is metal. And of course, it does, you know, resemble a shopping cart, which is pretty nice. There is a spot to sit at the top. Looks to be, I don't know, maybe just an inline four cylinder. Kind of interesting looking engine. But there's a blower on the top. Very interesting blower as well. But just says Express Lane on the side. Nothing particularly fancy. Nothing particularly fancy on the base. It's relatively average. So we'll put that guy right there. And then I do have a recolor for the Express Lane. This one came out probably the year after, more than likely, 1998. for $19.99. First recolor, collector number 1067, it says. This one does have Floyd's market on the side, little money symbol there for the S. So Floyd's money market. It's kind of interesting look. Again, orange for the plastic cart part of it, and then there's a little bit better detail of where the seat is and where you'd sit down and race it if that's what you wanted to do. So throw that guy up there as well. And then I have an interesting trio or quadret, four parts of a not a great casting, but I like this because there's a lot of variations. So 2001 editions, the Tomasima 3, Tomasima. I'm going to call it Tomasima 3. Number 10 of 36 for 2001 edition. So this particular first one right here, this one does don the regular 5 spokes, just in a metallic red print. It's a pretty cool looking car. I don't know if this is real or not, or if it's modeled after something real, but it looks pretty cool. There's some crazy details for an insane amount of header work there. That's just bonkers. So designed by Tom Mead. So there you go. That's pretty cool. So this one is, like I said, 5 spokes with no print on it. And then, of course, we have this one right here, which is the lace wheel, also with no print. Still same first edition. The lace wheel looks tremendously better. I think this wheel fits this model a billion times better than the 5 spokes for sure. Especially with the bigger ones on the back. It looks really nice. Quite a difference there just by changing the wheels. I think that one looks really nice. So put that one up there with the lace wheels. And then there's this one, lace wheels with a little print on the side with the model number or the model name printed with the Hot Wheels logo. So that is our third variation for this one. See, there is no print on this side, but on this side you do have it printed on there, which of course is the side that you see in the blister. So you'll have to display it this way rather than that way, but I will put that in there. And then the very last one we have is with the PR5s with the print. I do believe that this also exists with the PR5 without print as well. I think there's 5 total versions of this particular one, variation wise, but to be able to get 4 of 5 right out the gate, it's kind of fun. This is one of the reasons why I like collecting Hot Wheels, is because the ridiculous amount of variations, and this is why I collect mainly Hot Wheels from 90s into the early 2000s when they were doing this crazy amount of variations and stuff, because it really did make it a lot more fun to collect this stuff. I really do believe it did. All right, we do have ourselves a Kroger 2-pack with the Highway Hauler, of course in Kroger Deco, and then of course the Mercedes right there as well. That is a Corgi casting. This was from when Hot Wheels, not Hot Wheels, but Mattel acquired Matchbox and the Corgi brand, all that stuff like that. We'll get this cardboard to cooperate with us a little bit. Very thick. There we go. That was ridiculous. So we'll get these popped out of there. Take a look at our Kroger Highway Hauler. It is mostly plastic. They did this as a promo for a million different grocery stores and a bunch of other stuff. They just threw everybody's logo on the side. Nothing particularly fancy, but it did make for a very interesting model to chase down and collect because there were so many versions of the Highway Hauler. And then here it is right here. You see Hot Wheels made in China. You could tell by the base this was a Corgi casting. They just used it for Hot Wheels. It's a pretty good casting. It's a pretty good one. Nothing particularly fancy with this one. It has some pretty good details on it. RCS 30 on the plate. And a little Hot Wheels logo in the window as well in metallic gold. So we'll throw that guy right up there. Casting's a little bit big. Corgi had some big castings. Not ridiculously big, but some pretty big ones. All right, let's move into some Hot Wheels premiums. The Rat Bomb Old School Larry's Garage, number 32 of 39. I have a couple colors for these ones. So this is the first one we're going to have right here for the Rat Bomb. This one in kind of a brownish copper color with gold engine, gold interior pieces and stuff. gold disc wheels on there. Looks really, really good. It says Elwood's Garage. Very, very cool. The ridiculous sloping to this casting is crazy, but I think it looks super, super cool. No details on the back. Metal base on this particular one. C08 is the detail, is the day code. And of course, real rubber tires for that guy. We're going to put him right on the top. And then we have a secondary color right here. Exact same number, same decal on the side, just different color. This one is in red. So we'll get this popped out of there. With a black roof, chrome engine on this one, just raw metal for the metal details. And then there is some stuff in the back, just like the other one. It says Elwood's Garage. Disc hub wheels, the same, just has a red line on there, which looks pretty cool. I do like the details. This is a pretty cool casting. So they've done quite a few versions of that one as well. So pretty nice to get a couple of these, premium style ones as well. All right, old school. This is old school 100% Hot Wheels. These are the Custom Cougar, the Custom Mercury Cougar. Number 2 of 4. I do collect this casting. I didn't have any premium versions. I totally forgot that they did premium versions. So I have both colors. There's 2 colors in this series. There is the other mix. That's the entire mix of this particular series. That Ford Focus tuner is actually that drag Ford Focus with the big wing on the back. Not all that great, but these blisters had see-through on both sides. I think that's pretty cool. These were way more expensive packages than what we get for premium nowadays. Nowadays it's pretty simple, but back then these were some extra pieces and stuff. Definitely nothing that Hot Wheels would go back and do, unfortunately, for the mainline. We get it for Elite 64. So there is our custom Mercury Cougar. It does have a clear hood on there, so you can see that V6 down in there. Yes, it had a V6. Looks okay on the side. It's super, super customized. I think the details on the side look pretty good. They did make it kind of hot rod style, more so than tuner style. A little bit of print for the headlights on there as well. The headlights are actually part of the clear hood, which is part of the window. So they did have to mask that off with the black print and then put the headlight print on there. So not too shabby. A little bit of print on the side mirror or side window right there. I'm not really sure what that black print is right there. You see a little black print in there? It's on both sides. It's kind of an interesting look to it. Details on the back does have taillights printed up. There's the exhaust that comes out. The exhaust is actually part of the interior. It's actually a separate piece, which is pretty cool. And then just a big wing on the back. It's a pretty cool casting. I mean, it's pretty collectible, and honestly, I'm not really sure who actually did that particular Cougar, but I don't think anybody's done that Cougar 1/64 scale, so that's the closest we got. All right, and then the secondary color right here is exactly everything the same, just a white base color instead of a copper base color. So I think the white one looks significantly better, in my opinion. Details look a lot better. They just are crisp. It's a little bit more bright. You can see everything better. You guys can let me know which one you think is better. Plus, the white wing matches the white car versus the other one where the white wing is kind of an eyesore a little bit. So we'll put that guy up there for our custom Cougar. I also have a couple of Combat Medics, some Holiday Combat Medics, 2009. This one in chrome with the little candy canes and stuff on the side. A little bit late for the holidays, but it's here nonetheless. So I didn't have this particular version. Does use some Real Riders on there, which looks pretty good. Details on the side look pretty good as well. The chrome looks good. Gray interior. That door does open up. It's a pain in the butt to get it closed though, so we're going to keep it shut. A little bit of print on the front for the headlights and the turn signals. Same details on the opposite side, and then there is some base details made in Thailand. B37. B37, so quite a bit of time ago, so we'll throw our Combat Medic down there. They also did another color for that one. It is in blue. It is a matte, kind of actually it's a satin finish blue, which I think looks significantly better than the chrome one. So we'll get the blue one out of there. Get that popped to the side. There is the satin finish for the blue one. Prints pop way better on the side. They look much nicer. This also has red line tires on there versus the other one that just had some white line tires. So it's pretty cool that they did, quite a bit of differences between the two of them. I mean, usually everybody gets all the same wheels and stuff. You just did get a different base color, kind of like that Cougar up there. But that one, they actually put different color striping on there, which is actually pretty nice. It's actually pretty nice. Way new Hot Wheels Premium. I finally found myself the last 2-pack of this particular wave with the S15 and the S14, both in RSR Deco. These are both exclusive. We have already cracked open the Corvette pack, the Nissan pack, and now I finally have this one to complete it. It's already broken. That's probably the only reason that I was able to get my hands on it. Because everybody wants everything sealed these days, which clearly we don't deal with sealed stuff here at Level M. We open all the things because we collect diecast, not cardboard. So there is our S15 RSR on there. Probably a little bit of an old news to some people now, but I'm just happy to finally have this one. Again, exclusive to this 2-pack. It is a brand new deco. It looks pretty good. Just trying to keep up with all the S15s. The only one I don't have, of course, is the I think the Nismo Festival, and of course they did a convention one in kind of a camo deal. There is the S14. I think the S14 looks a little bit better because I do like the white wheels. White wheels are pretty nice. It has number 19 on the side of this one. Again, prints look very, very good. It's like hydroformed printing. Not exactly sure what Hot Wheels calls this, but it's definitely not inkjet or pad printing. It's almost like a film that's put onto the cars. But it looks good. It looks really, really good. I do like the details. It looks okay. Silver painted base on this one, which is really, really weird. It's really weird to see, but utilizes the exhaust tip off the back there, which is okay. So we'll put that guy right there. I'm just happy to have those ones. You know what I mean? Just happy to have those ones. All right, I do have another. Let's see here. Oh, we're gonna have to bust out the scissors for this one. This is our 1933 Bugatti for Auto Milestones. One of the only Bugattis I don't have, which I now have. So I'm pretty happy about that. Continuing to knock out the Art Deco era of Hot Wheels between the Bugatti, the Duesenberg, the 540K, the Talbot, the Cord, and of course the Auburn, 852 Auburn. So just working on those. Get this out of there. This one looks really, really good. I do like the red and yellow two-tone. I don't like the logo on the top. I don't like that they stuck the logo on there, but they did that with all of the Auto Milestones cars. So you just kind of have to deal with it. But it does look good. Uses the Steelies for the Real Riders on there. Of course, just the Thailand on the base, so throw that guy up there. That one is a pretty nice addition. Next one up, we do have a mail-in. So I got hooked up with this one. This is the 2022 collector mail-in, the Alfa Romeo Giulia Sprint GTA. And yes, we are going to open this up. So we'll get this out of the blister. Put the blister to the side. There is our Alfa. Get that popped out. Get rid of the packaging because we're not going to keep it. And there is our Alfa. Again, pretty old news. But I collect this casting, and I got this for probably the best price ever. I got this for free from a fellow collector, hooked me up. So pretty happy about that. So get me all the way up to date with the Giulias again. So it's not the greatest one, but it's all right. It's all right. All right, we're gonna continue with some more Hot Wheels. I know it's just a ton of stuff. We do have B-Case 2024. Hot Wheels screen time, the R32. We're just going to get right into this stuff. Keep it rolling with brand new Hot Wheels now for 2024. This is the R32. There is no print on the front. It does have the little GT symbol on the side, and there is taillight prints. I think they should have just not printed that and gave us front prints. I think that would have been a much, much better look. But regardless, nice to see this in the mainline. Especially for the guys that want to customize and chop it up and do all that kinds of stuff like that. Proton Saga, just the second color we're seeing, factory fresh. Again, 2024 B-Case. I'm sorry, 2025 B-Case. It's 2025 B-Case. Proton Saga, Just carries on from last year's red version. This is actually a satin finish, so it looks extremely good. You see there's like no shine to it. I really like that look. Looks really, really good. This one's far better than the red one, so pretty happy about that one. That one looks pretty fancy. We're actually going to put that on top just because I feel like it. Next one up, 2025 BK Subaru BRZ drift car or whatever. I do think this is first time we're seeing this in the Mainline, I think. I think this has been out as a potential premium before, and also I think it's been in the ID series maybe. But I think this is the first time we're seeing this in the Mainline. I could be wrong, but I think it is. It does have, of course, the drift bumper on the front, which looks pretty good. Subaru on the side just uses the 10-spoke wheels there. The wing is metal, and nothing particularly fancy on the bottom. 2019 Mattel Subaru BRZ Pandem drift style. 1988 Jeep Wagoneer, Hot Wheels Hot Trucks. This will also be a Zamek at some point this year, but this is the regular version right here. Of course, it has number 88 on it because it's 1988. Purple on this particular color looks really good. I like the kind of racing style camo deco on it. Looks good. That winch looks very, very good on the front as well. It's a pretty cool version. There's actually a spare tire in there where the rivet spot is. So right where this rivet is on the interior, there is a spare tire. It's kind of an interesting take on that. Just kind of trying to hide the rivet as much as they can. It's not exactly easy. All right, 1980 El Camino, newest color for 2025 B-Case. Another casting that I'm relatively new to collecting. There's a lot of heavy hitter ones out of there, out of the past. I got to hunt down for this particular casting, but this one looks pretty good. This uses some whatever 5-spoke name that is, and then striping and stuff on the side looks pretty good. Additional print on the hood. So Hot Wheels always is able to do like 2 or 3 prints per car, which is just not fair. Wish Matchbox could do that. 2022 Ford Maverick Custom, first recolor for this one. This was a new casting last year in 2024. Debuted in blue with Ford on the side. Now we get it in yellow with Ford on the side. It has full front prints on the front, which look really, really good. Really like the prints on the front. And then, of course, prints on the side. This kind of half disc wheel looks so good on this casting. Oh, it just looks so good. The taillights are done with the side pass, so you don't see anything from the back. But from the side, you see the taillight. So it is what it is. I really do like this casting. This is actually a really, really cool casting. It's definitely one of my more favorite castings. All right, brand spanking new for 2025. Ford Mustang GTD, brand spanking new from the BK's, brand new casting for 2025. It has that ridiculous chassis mounted wing on it. It's just ridiculous. It's huge. It doesn't look that good on this particular casting. The real car in real life looks really good with this wing. It looks really good. But as this diecast model, that just looks ridiculous. It doesn't look good at all. Front details look okay. Prints are very crisp. Very, very crisp. The little vents right there are part of the window interior, so those are actually clear. Black print on the top for the presumably carbon hood. I think the wheel choice was a great one for this one. Of course, silver is a great color. Does say GTD right there in the middle. I think that is embossed in the casting. I don't think that's a print. Taillight prints look okay. And then, of course, the pony license plate on there is extremely crisp. That print looks so good. Look at that pony. Looks super good. And then there is just the base deets right there. They don't put man numbers on Hot Wheels, so I can't give you the man number for the Hot Wheels because they don't have it on there. So we're going to make a little bit of room here. Still got more cars to go, I know. 94 Audi Avant RS2, new color for the B case. Hot Wheels 70s versus 90s, which means we're probably going to get an old school Audi to be the retro one for this one. It's kind of a reddish burgundy color. Prints on the front look good. Pretty crisp, as a matter of fact. Taillight prints look very good as well. Pretty crisp as well. So I got some decent print colors, or print quality, I should say, for these particular models. Sometimes you don't get very good quality. Particular on this one, the Huracan Storado. This was a new casting last year. This is a first recolor for it. Safari mode is the series. Last year, the orange that it debuted with There was all kinds of print errors with it and stuff. It's because it has all this black print for the over fenders, and a lot of times it's too thin, and so you don't get full print on there. It looks really good on this side. That side looks really good as well. So I actually got another pretty good, decent version. A little bit of print on the front / hood. It's all right. This casting is okay. I don't think it's necessarily big enough to really represent the Sterrato. It looks like a regular Lamborghini to me. All right, next one up, DMC DeLorean Hot Wheels Art Cars, number 5 of 10. Definitely 80s vibe, definitely 80s neon vibe with this one. Glad to see that the DeLorean keeps rolling. Definitely one of the cooler castings that they've done. The deco looks really, really good. It's the letter T for this one. Love the neon pink windows. Deco on the side looks good. That is purple print on the wheels. Super cool. It's just different and cool. I really like this one. DMC DeLorean deco on the bottom. It's pretty nice. Let's put that one right there. Just kind of draws your eyes to it. All right, brand new for 2025 Hot Wheels Legend Tour winner, the ridiculous MX-5 Miata, the super custom MX-5 Miata for Hot Wheels Dream Garage. Brand new casting for this year. Little paper. So this one uses that same kind of 4-spoke disc hub wheel, which looks really good. There's no print on it. It's just black. Side details on the door look pretty good as well. The entire top section is plastic, which includes this center spine in there. Taillights are awesome. I love that big, huge bar on there. It looks really, really good. It looks super good. This is actually a really, really cool car. Side or fender-mounted front wind or fender-mounted side mirrors on this one, if I can learn how to talk. A little bit of details on the front, possibly a front-mount air cooler or a oil cooler or something like that. Huge over fenders, looks really, really good. Right-hand drive, and then there is some base deets on this particular casting. It's pretty cool. I actually really like that casting. It's actually pretty cool. We're kind of running out of room here. We only have a few more left to go. Standard cart, just another re-release for the standard cart 2025 B-Case Hot Wheels Screen Time. Guarantee you this will be exact same standard cart that's been released about 4 times already. In the same colors as well, with the same wheels, same decos, all that good stuff like that, which is unfortunate, but it is the Mario Kart deco. I'm just going to continue to grab those. The Fiat 500e, normally not something I'd collect from Hot Wheels EV, but I really like it with these weird disc wheels on there. I think it looks pretty good. Gold color on there as well. Does get extra print on the front end. So you have your Fiat logo and the headlights done up. No taillight prints or anything, but at least it gets that one extra pass. The one extra pass is good enough. Good enough in my book. Latest color for the 2020 Ram 1500 Rebel. It is now rescue style. This might be a recolor of the yellow one we saw last year, but I think that was beach. So this one's a little bit different. I think the colors go great together. Black, gray, red, and white. It has full prints on the front. The Ram logo is decent. Headlights are decent. This casting's not a very good casting at all. Very scrunched up. It says Ram on the back. I'm not really sure why Ram signed off on that casting, but it's not a very good casting. Brand new for 2025. Brand new generic. It's called the Holler Back or Hot Wheels Hot Trucks. Brand new for this particular year. It is a generic tow truck. It doesn't do anything. The tow doesn't move or anything. It uses the steely wheels. Little print on the side. Looks like a gorilla. And then a couple of big turbos, one on each side. The base is metal. The rest of the model is, of course, plastic. But it's not bad. It's not bad for a generic, but it's also not good. Not bad, but not good. Kind of right in the middle. Latest color for the Donut Drifter. I probably already have this. I have noticed every once in a while, Hot Wheels Let's Race, that I tend to double up on some cars from batch to batch. And then I get extra cars. I probably already have this one, but if not, here is the Donut Drifter. Orange base on it. Emerald, kind of a light teal kind of colored wheels. Of course, a pink donut, black, blue wing on the back, and a little bit of sprinkles. I like this casting. I really do like that casting. I like that donut drifter casting quite a bit. And then we do have the Hirahata Merc. This would be your Super in the mix. This would be the Super for the B case for Rod Squad. This debuted last year. I think it came out in green two-tone, and then it was recolored in blue two-tone. Now it is in purple two-tone with the white being the other color. Just uses the normal 5 spokes with some white print on there to make it a white wall. Full prints on the front, looks pretty good. Chrome base. But, alas, there we go. There is your Super. Really, really, really nice. Quite dramatically different from the regular. And yes, we're going to crack this open. I actually pulled this one off the pegs. One of the first Supers I found in a very, very long time. So there is our Hirahata Merc Super, which uses that really nice disc hub wheel. Real Riders, of course, it has T-Hunt on there. Nice purple Spectra Flame, looks absolutely incredible. I mean, just the difference between the regular and the Super is just insane. I mean, just looks so much better. So much better. The deco and stuff is exactly the same, though, as far as the print and stuff. But, man, this one, really, 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 really nice. So we're just going to kind of stick that guy right there, even though it's a Super. And we're going to stick the regular right there. And there you go. That is Hot Wheels Diecast haul, basically, I guess we can call it, episode 70. I know. It's just a ton of Hot Wheels lately. But I've been doing videos for everything else. So everything else has been getting their own videos. So if you guys don't want to sit and just watch Hot Wheels, well, you can watch the other videos too. But we'll get back to some better mixes, so that's not all Hot Wheels all the time. But let me know what you guys think about those. Drop a comment. Let me know. All the way up to episode 70 already. And we average probably 60 cars per haul. 70 episodes plus everything else. Oh man, it's always fun bringing stuff to you guys on the channel. But anyways, we're going to roll out. Thank you guys. Drop a comment, subscribe, come back for more. You know the drill. This is YouTube. Peace.